Welcome to a abs yoga floor. So today we're going to concentrate on working the abdominals whilst also moving with the breath. We're going to start by coming to a seated position. If you do have a block or a pillow, feel free to put that underneath the glutes, lifting the crown up towards the ceiling, closing the eyes, stacking the shoulders over the hips, rotating the shoulders back and down. And just begin to inhale and exhale through the nose. Feel the earth underneath the glutes, underneath the sit bones. Begin to take in any sensations, any noises. The hands on top of the knees. Feeling of the belly rising and falling with each inhale and exhale. Becoming really present in this moment. And just checking in with the body, the shoulders, making sure to release any tension on the exhales. Keeping the spine long. Crown lifting towards the sky. I'm going to stay here for about 5 more breaths. Try and not rush the breath. Taking a long, deep inhale, filling up the lungs, the back, the stomach, the shoulders, the chest. And a nice, soothing exhale, getting rid of all the stale air from the body, any anxieties that you may be holding in the stomach. And then slowly opening the eyes, coming into a tabletop position. Taking the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. We're going to do 5 rounds of cat-cow. So deep inhale, push the shoulders back, reach the tailbone up towards the ceiling, lifting the head up, opening up the chest. And as we exhale, press into the hands, tucking the tailbone under, chin towards the chest, really arching the spine in the opposite direction. 4 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1 more. Exhale. Option to take a block underneath the head. We're going to come back to our neutral position and walk ourselves out into our extended puppy pose. Allow the head to relax, maybe taking the chin towards the mat, gaze forward. Breathing here for 4. One more deep inhale. And then begin to gaze towards the front of the mat, walking the hands back. We're going to come back into our tabletop position now. So I want you to make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to plug the belly button in, so really reaching that belly button in towards the spine. Option to stay on the knees or come onto the onto the toes of the feet, lifting the heels towards the back, coming into our plank pose. Really engaging the quads, engaging the glutes, the thighs, pushing the shoulders away from each other. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Option to drop to the knees, begin to lift the left leg up, point the toes towards the back, and we're going to make circles in one direction for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change rotation, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin to kick the foot up towards the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop into the knees, take the knees wide, sit the hips back towards the heels and walk yourselves out into a child's pose. Staying here for 5 breaths, taking control of the breath again, making them long and soothing. Allowing this time to reconnect. One more breath. And gaze towards the front of the mat. Begin to walk the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to change sides, coming back into our plank position, staying here for 2 breaths, pressing the heels towards the back. Option to drop to the knees if you need to. Lifting that right foot at this time, pointing the toes. Begin to rotate the foot in one direction for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin to lift the foot up towards the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop into the knees, take the knees wide, coming back into our child's pose. Sit the hips back towards the heels, walk the hands forward, relaxing the head. Staying here for 5 breaths. Really slowing down the breath, try and not rush this bit. Taking this time, take control over the breath, the body again. One more deep inhale. Open the mouth if you need to. Exhale. Gaze towards the front of the mat. Walk the hands back slightly. Begin to externally rotate the shoulders. Coming into a downward facing dog, lifting the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Begin to paddle out the feet, making sure that belly button remains plugged in. Pulling the triceps in towards each other. Lifting the heart up to the sky. Staying here for 2 more breaths. One more deep inhale. Gaze towards the front of the mat. Either step or jump to the front, hands to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, watch the hands rise. Exhale, taking the hands to the heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, taking the hands above the head. Exhale, forward fold, really pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Deep inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step up, jump back to that plank position, staying here for 2 breaths. Deep inhale. Dropping the knees, coming into a tabletop position. Now we're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Keeping the hips square, begin to lift the left leg, flexing the foot, twisting that right hip towards the right, making sure the hips remain square. Staying here for 2. Pushing the shoulders away, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. And then slowly begin to twist that left foot over to the side, and we're going to bring that left foot over to the left elbow. It won't touch, but we're crunching into the sides. 5 more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping that left foot lifted, staying here for 2 more breaths. Really plugging that belly button in. 1 more deep inhale. and then lowering that left knee back down, coming into this tabletop position. We're going to do 2 rounds of cat-cow just to open up that spine again. So inhale, lifting the tailbone up, opening up the chest, exhale, rounding the spine. 1 more deep inhale, exhale. Begin to square out the hips again, lifting that right foot up, flexing the foot, lift the left hip towards the left so that the hips remain square, plugging the belly button in, staying here for 2 breaths. 1 more deep inhale. Begin to turn the right foot over to the right, and we're going to crunch it in towards the side and then back, twisting towards the front of the mat again. 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that left foot flexed, keeping the leg raised, staying here for 2 breaths. 1 more deep inhale. And then lowering that right knee down this time. Coming back into our downward facing dog. Begin to untuck the toes at the back, lifting the tailbone up, plugging that belly button in. We're going to begin by walking that right hand in, keeping the hips square, and then we're going to tap that left foot for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that right hand to the front of the mat, we're going to change sides. Begin to walk the left hand in this time and tapping that right foot for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking that left hand to the front, gaze towards the front, either step or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, watch the hands rise. Exhale, taking the hands to the heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, taking the hands above the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward, halfway lift. Exhale, either step or jump to the back of the mat, coming into that plank pose, staying here for 2 breaths. Squeezing everything. And then lowering the knees down. Coming onto the right hand side, we're going to keep this right knee bent, lowering down onto the elbow, and then we're going to press into the knee and the lower leg, coming up into a variation of side plank. Option to stay here or taking that left leg up, reaching that left arm up. We're going to crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down, changing sides, coming onto the left side this time. Keeping that left knee bent, straightening that right leg, coming onto the forearm, lifting up and crunching here for 10, 9, squeezing the core, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming onto the back now. Begin to take the knees in towards the shoulders, giving yourself a big hug. Just rocking from left to right. And then planting the feet down, we're going to tuck the tailbone in towards the spine. So tucking that tailbone under, begin to lift the knees up, coming to a 90-degree angle, flexing the feet, we're going to do our bicycles. We're going to do 20, 10 on each side, and we'll do 3 rounds of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, squeezing the foot core, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lowering down, staying here for 2 breaths. Begin to look over to the right, and then looking over to the left, relaxing the shoulders, tucking that tailbone under, making sure you can feel the mat against the back. Bringing the feet up to a 90-degree angle, and then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. We've just got that one more time. Beginning to look over to the right. Taking a deep breath. And then begin to gaze to the left, relaxing the shoulders. Close the eyes if you need to. One more time. Begin to tuck that tailbone in, engaging the core, really plugging that belly button in towards the spine. We're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, relaxing the shoulders, swaying left to right. Begin to plant the feet down, walking the feet in towards the glutes, making sure the feet are hip distance apart and that the feet are facing the back of the mat. We're going to come into bridge pose now, just to stretch out the muscles in the core. So begin to press into the heels of the feet, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, moving the shoulders underneath, and then grabbing hold of each hand, interlacing the fingers if you can, pressing into the heels, and then squeeze the knees in towards each other, tucking the toes. We're going to stay here for 6 breaths, so squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs, pressing into the heels. One more deep breath. Lowering down with control. Begin to take the knees over to the right. Taking the head and the shoulders over to the left. Coming into a twist. If you want a deeper twist, you can take that right heel and place it on the left knee. Just allowing the body to calm down, connecting with that breath. Noticing where the body's holding tension, and with each exhale just letting go of that tension. Feeling the belly rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. Allowing the knees to relax, the feet, the shoulders. One more breath. And then slowly changing direction, bringing both feet planted down onto the mat. We're going to take the knees over to the left, taking that left heel on top of the right knee if you want a deeper twist. Gaze towards the right. Slowing down the breath. Staying here for 2 more breaths, slow and controlled. And slowly bringing the knees back into the centre. Bringing the knees into the chest, begin to rock forward and back until you come into a seated position. We're going to finish with a forward fold now. So begin by bringing the feet together. We're going to do bound angle pose, so allowing the knees to fall towards the side, lifting the crown up towards the ceiling, opening up the feet. So almost like opening up a book, begin to open up the toes, even if it's only slightly. Gaze towards the front, shoulders relaxed, deep inhale. And as you exhale, allow the belly to move towards the mat. Nice and controlled. Inhale to lengthen, and as we exhale, fold forward. Allow the body to relax on each exhale. 3 more breaths. One more deep inhale. Inhale, coming back up to a seated position. It's time for Shavasana now, so if you want to grab a jumper, a blanket, some pillows, dim the lights, turn the lights off. I would recommend staying in Shavasana for 5 minutes. I'll be staying in it for 1 minute. So if you would like to pause the class and then finish it together, that's absolutely fine, or just turn the class off now and spend as long as you need in your Shavasana. Coming into a lie down position, so lying down on the back, allow the feet to fall to either side, palms towards the ceiling, shoulders relaxed, closing the eyes, allowing the mind to wander. Allowing the breath to return back to being natural. Taking this moment just for you. Slowly bringing some awareness back into the body, so wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, rotating the ankles, rotating the wrists. Taking the hands above the head, coming into a deep body stretch. We're going to inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth 3 times. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Turning over onto the side, coming into a fetal position, keeping the eyes closed. And then whenever you're ready, pushing up into a seated position. Crossing the legs, keeping the eyes closed, taking the hands to the heart center, and bowing the head towards the heart. Taking this time to feel gratitude towards you and your practice. It's really difficult to make a change, especially one so physical or emotionally enduring. So feeling grateful for just showing up, even if you only did half the class. Something is better than nothing. Feeling gratitude towards what our body is capable of, what our mind is capable of. I hope you have an amazing day. Taking the hands to the middle of the forehead, bowing down, namaste.